Hello everyone, it is me Vegeta T23 and welcome back to my new What If. Today we're talking about what if Vegeta was born as a Super Saiyan 4. Before I start, I'd like to mention that I created a Discord server for you to join. The link is in the description of this video, so if you'd like to join in and talk to me and the rest of my fans, it's there. I'd also like to mention that I created an Instagram so you can survey my very uninteresting life. I post either Minecraft or Osu stuff. Now back to the video. In the last part we discussed the arrival of Vegeta Black and his fight with the real Vegeta. Vegeta pulled out his blue form right away and completely dominated Black, which was a big mistake as Black managed to survey the state and make it his own once the trio gets to the future. Both Kakarot and Vegeta have to leave to buff themselves up in the time chamber along with Broly. Once they buffed up quite a bit, they return to the future with a lot more power than before. With both Vegeta and Kakarot in Super Saiyan Blue evolution, they take Black and Zamasu accordingly, with Broly helping out Kakarot with Zamasu. Once Vegeta has defeated Black for good, Zamasu is a bit tougher due to being immortal, so Vegeta steals both Black's and Zamasu's earrings and fuses with Broly to form Broly, which is vastly more powerful. Broly thought that defeating him with a lot more power than the villain has will rid of his immortality, but once they vaporized him, he started haunting the world and the entire universe even. Knowing it's gonna be very challenging and hard to do, Broly did something everyone was interested to see, which is the Hakai. They pull it off just in time as they unfuse from the strain a Hakai does on the user. With that nuisance out of the way, they return to the past with the timeline intact. With the recap out of the way, let's continue the what if. After they got back to the future, they notified Beerus and Whis that a Supreme Kai was helping Black and how he needs to be surveyed to see if he does any damage. So with that intel, they ask for the name. Hearing the name Zamasu gets them suspicious very fast, seeing it's a Kai in training and everything. So Whis takes Beerus and Vegeta and they travel to the Universe 10 where they meet Gowasu and Zamasu. Vegeta gets a first glimpse of a different universe environment and gods. He sees Zamasu and gets a little mad, but Beerus keeps him in check. Zamasu introduces himself and Vegeta is not happy about him still being alive and wants to end it fast. Gowasu says how Zamasu is the strongest Kai in the entire multiverse. Vegeta, taken aback by the statement, asks Zamasu to fight him to test out that theory. Zamasu is reluctant, but with Gowasu and his arguing with the Kai, Zamasu finally bites the bait. Whis knows this might not end quickly, but still allows it. Vegeta initiates a battle, and it's clear he's stronger than the Supreme Kai in training, even without the power-ups. Zamasu gets a clearer picture of the mortals, and swears he will rid of the multiverse from mortals. Whis stops the fight and asks for the time rings, knowing it might have created a new change in time. Gowasu goes to get the time rings and Zamasu is just confused as to what the time rings are. Gowasu opens the chest and sees a new time ring, indicating a new point in time. Gowasu starts to suspect Whis, Beerus and Vegeta, thinking they might know something about and asks them of it. While Whis and Beerus are hiding it, Vegeta spits it out in front of everyone.
Listen Kai, we know of your plans to destroy mortals. I've seen with my own eyes. I had to defeat a counterfeit you from the future, as well as another me who literally had my body. Stop being a goody two-shoes and tell your master how you feel.
Zamasu is just speechless and doesn't know that mortals can tamper with time on their own, so he makes that his counter argument, but Vegeta backs himself up, saying that he started it, not himself, and that if he hates mortals so much, might as well become one to see how it feels like again. Vegeta then pulls out his hand to do a move Beerus recognizes is his own Hakai technique, swallowing a bit of fear as well. Zamasu then attacks Vegeta, but Vegeta has no remorse and Hakai is Zamasu. Since the future version of Zamasu was absolute and immortal, ending the current Zamasu was a piece of cake for him. Once Zamasu disappeared, Beerus steps in, bonks Vegeta's head, and berates him for destroying a god without proof. But Vegeta just simply mentions the new addition to the time ring chest, and they seem to have calmed down. With that, they leave the universe and return home. A week or so has passed, and Vegeta has some family time with Bulma, Trunks and Ashalot. Bulma announces Trunks will become a new president of Capsule Corp, and they seem happy to have finally made some family progress. Ashla is very happy for her older sibling, and hopes that she can become a president in the future herself. That might have to be postponed as Daishinkan arrives in Capsule Corp, appearing right in front of Vegeta and his family. He says he was notified of the events from this and the future timelines, and asked to speak to Vegeta as soon as possible. Vegeta cowers in fear and doesn't know how to reply. Before muttering a sound, Daishinkan disappears as he came. Vegeta knows he fucked up good and that he's done for. Just then, Whis, Beerus, Kakarot, Broly, and Gowasu enter the house, worried and asking Vegeta if he's fine. Vegeta just replies that he is and asks why Daishinkan needs him. They say that he found out about the events that happened in the other timeline, and he's either gonna get destroyed or jailed for life, depending how he feels like. Vegeta swallows his fear and, thinking of the worst, goes and asks for transport to Daishinkan's place. Gowasu takes them all to Zenos' palace, and Daishinkan greets them with open arms. Vegeta is scared shitless for the first time in his life, as his pride is tearing away, knowing something bad is gonna happen. Once they arrive to the place, Zeno, his attendants, and Daishinkan are there. Vegeta is seated, and they began discussion as to what should happen to him. Daishinkan says, "You are introduced to the ultimate price of tampering with time by Beerus. He let it happen. Since you saved your universe and even other universes too, you will be let go. But from what I surveyed, your wife, or rather a future version of your wife, has created a machine that makes the time travel possible. Do so, you will not be destroyed, but your wife and all her research will, as she's too much of a risk for the entire universe."
What the?
Are we clear?
I'll do anything if you spare her life. Please, sire.
You don't understand the situation. Us gods do not bargain. We have the final say.
If so, then how about I decide my wife's fate by becoming a god myself?
I see. You want to serve a universe, right? Becoming a destroyer is difficult, but due to your status, you'll have no problems.
Please, give us one last chance. If I can't die, then I can at least serve my time to help this universe to save my loved ones.
Alright, this might be against my better judgment, but I'll let you have it. With that, Vegeta was destined to become a new god of destruction, much to his happiness because he saved the one he loved so much, and Beerus' sorrow because he was about to get demoted. Vegeta went under the ritual and was warned that all disorders that he was born with will disappear due to them possibly interfering with his power. Not knowing what that meant, he just told them to go for it, and they did. Vegeta went under a transformation. His hair certainly turned shorter, his fur disappeared, and his clothes switched with Beerus's. With that, we're leaving things be for now. Thank you for watching. If you think I have to replace my keyboard, then click dislike. But if you liked the video, hit that like button. If you'd like me to cover your idea in the near future, comment down below. And as always, peace out.